You know what your greatest gift is? Like, do you know what your true calling is? Well, if you don't, stick around and we're going to go over it today. Us too, we apply this stuff to ourselves every day, and we're not perfect, but we strive.
I want to say that to the folks that are listening too. Rudy is the epitome of that. At 30 years old, this dude he just has such a fire for life.
What's up, everybody? So today we're going to talk the 3 greatest gifts that God gave us aside from love, because as we all know, the greatest gift that we can give and receive. So it's not just about what we do, or it's not just about what we want from our careers, but it's about discovering who we are at our core. And this understanding is vital because it shapes every aspect of our professional lives. Not only that, but our overall happiness. So think about it. We don't have these things figured out, and we're continuously seeking for them, trying new things, trying to discover who we are, what our nature is, what our gifts are. It could be a little daunting. It could be tough. It could be disheartening. A lot of things. In this video, I'm going to help you clarify these things. And so I want to go over the 3 gifts of labor. The first one is going to be the gift of creating or being an artist. And so let's start with all of you artists among us who are watching. And I know you know who you are. You're the creators, you're the innovators. Whether you're painting, coding, designing, you have the thrill of creating something new, like seeing something new that you created. It's one of the things that just drives you as a person. You like to see the impact that you have on the world with what it is that you created. Like I said, this could be different things. This could be art, music, coding, creating a garden, landscaping, a bunch of different things. And so you guys get the thrill of seeing people's responses to what it is you created. And so artists are driven by passion, and they're not so much driven by profit. Like a true artist is passionate about what they're doing. They don't do things for money intentions. Like a lot of us entrepreneurs, we do things to make money, and so we choose something that we believe will be good for making money. But artists, and these creators, they do the opposite. They thrive on the act of creation, and they're less interested in the business side of things. If this sounds like you're likely someone who would choose making something over managing someone any day. The artist wants to make money, but they will never sell out. And that's the difference. Like, that's what this person is. They'll never sell out. They will never want to sell their business. Part 2, the second gift that you could have is a manager or a leader. So next, we have these 2 types of people. And if you're in this group, you're all about organization. Like, the thing that drives these people is the ability to be organized and cleanly. Managing people, perfecting processes, setting up systems, a bunch of these different things, These people are just meant to be leaders. They just understand the flow of things good. I think that this is my strongest trait, is to help be a leader and manage. I know, looking back at my life, I've always found myself having a very neat, organized room. Everything was just lined up. I was so particular about everything. Even in my business, like when I started my cleaning company, my buckets, my rags, always folded up nice, looked very presentable, clean. There's a lot of certain things that leaders and managers have in common, and that's, like I said, that's just going to be about the organization. These types of people, they love to see plans come together and they function smoothly. Managers and leaders, they find real joy in the details and steady progress of their teams and projects. That's like me. I love to get systems together. When I have a vision in mind and I get to put systems and people in place to help create this end result a lot faster and smoother. And then not only that, but what could you do in the process to make it more enjoyable for everybody? What can you do to just enhance it, just be strategic with it? There's just so many ways of approaching it. A certain perspective that's just going to take you above and beyond. So that was number 2. So first we have the artist, second we have the leader. Now the last one is the entrepreneur or the risk taker. Because if you're an entrepreneur, let's just face it, like, you're just straight up a risk taker. Like, entrepreneurs, they go out, they know there's no guarantee that I'm going to succeed. So there's a thrill behind it. If you're an entrepreneur, like I said, at heart, you're just that risk taker. You're in front of all these obstacles and challenges on a daily basis, and you're just like, honestly, we just find the thrill behind it. And I don't know why. It's the ups and downs of business that's just exciting. I guess one of the common traits of entrepreneurs is just the ability to want to be excited and to not know what's coming next. Like I said, entrepreneurs, they just love starting new ventures, and they're always ready to pivot or sell their business. Like at any point, a true entrepreneur will build something up, make sure it has a lot of value, and then they'll sell it and go to the next project, because it's all about just starting up something new for them and accomplishing it. It's about hitting that goal over and over every time you set a goal. As you evolve, especially as an entrepreneur, like, you have higher and bigger goals that you want to continue to hit, and so you shoot for bigger goals. But the thing about shooting for bigger goals is that there's opportunity for bigger risk, and that's just a part of being an entrepreneur, and that's the greatest part about it, because to me, that is what pulls the most faith out of somebody, is to really say, hey, I have faith that I can trust myself, and I have the skills and the resources to go and accomplish what I set out. These dreams, these visions, these goals that I have in my head, I can attain them because God gave me everything I need to, or else he wouldn't have gave me the vision in the first place. So those were the three different gifts aside from love. So artist, leader, and entrepreneur. So now that we have that uncovered, hopefully you have a little bit more clarity onto which category you fall into. And like I said, I fall into all three of these categories myself, but they don't fulfill me all in the same way, or on the same level. To me, I think being a leader is my number one, followed by entrepreneurship 2, and then being an artist would be my third greatest quality. But who knows? They all come and work at different times. So now that you have an idea of what these are, I want to talk about your primary drive. So think about what drives you in your professional life. Is it the desire to create, or the satisfaction of managing a seamless operation? Or is it the thrill of building and selling a business? Understanding the primary drive can help you align your career path with what truly motivates you, being a leader to greater satisfactions of success. That's what I aim for, and that's what I want to teach you guys to do. And if you're not an entrepreneur, it doesn't matter. You can still add values in the same way. For example, an artist, if you work for somebody else, creating something that maybe isn't what you do on a day-to-day basis, but a system or an operation, or maybe an area where people can go into that just helps them increase their work retention and their focus and their drive to want to be their best versions every day. There's certain things that you could do that just makes an impact in so many different ways, more than just one. Now that you understand that, we want to grab whatever it is your primary one is, and then now we want to align it with your nature. So it's crucial to align your career with your nature. Why? Because under stress, or when you're truly excited, we revert back to our natural, and things go good in their life. It's because they find something that they align with, like their true nature, and they continue to do it. And while they're doing it, they find joy in doing it, even when there's obstacles, because they know that when there's obstacles, it may be hard, and it may be painful, and you may shed some tears and lose a lot of money. But at the end of the day, with the right approach, with the right mindset, the right type of person will see that and know that on the other side, that they're just going to level up somehow. I don't think that it's possible for God to put a challenge in front of you unless he has something greater on the other side. That's just my mindset. It works for me. You can tell yourself whatever you want, but just be very careful what it is that you're planting into your mind. So last part, the practical steps to identifying your core professional identity, in this little last segment. So how do you figure out what your true professional identity is? You start by asking yourself, what would you do if money wasn't an issue? So experiment with roles in your current career, or try new projects to see what feels most natural and enjoyable. So how do you figure out what your true professional identity is? So last question I have for you is, what would you do if money wasn't an issue? Think about it. Like, if you really didn't have to worry about investing money into doing something, what is it that you do? So knowing your professional nature is not just about knowing your career or what you're going to be successful in. It's just about knowing your personal fulfillment. The better aligned you are with your true self, the more effective and the more satisfied you're going to be. So think about which one of these roles fit you best and how you can lean into that identity moving forward, and then just start being open to it every day. Start practicing it. Because like I said, maybe it could be 1, 2, or maybe all 3 of these goals, but at the end of the day, give love and start paying attention to what you think is most natural to you. Till then, see you guys in the next video. Please like and subscribe. Book a free call with me if you haven't yet. I'll help you understand. We'll get down to the core of this a lot faster, and within that time, I'll help you come up with a plan going forward. So hope to hear from you guys soon. Peace. Us too, we apply this stuff to ourselves every day, and we're not perfect,
but we strive.
I want to say that to the folks that are listening too. Rudy is the epitome of that. At 30 years old, I mean, this dude he just has such a fire for life, a passion, and you're not one of those ones that sit on the sidelines.